mission.
Mission at Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart Community Services
is to minister with dignity.
With dignity. With dignity.
Compassion.
With respect.
Respect.
With respect.
Providing basic
needs.
Basic needs.
needs.
to provide
Tools for self-sufficiency.
Self-sufficiency.
And opportunities.
Opportunities for
Volunteers.
Volunteers.
volunteers to love and serve.
Serve and share.
Sacred Heart Community Service began with a simple philosophy: feed the hungry, clothe the needy, welcome the stranger. It was these imperatives that were behind Louise Benson's desire to make the world a better place. Today, the Sacred Heart Community Service Center is located near downtown San Jose in an area designated by the county as a child poverty zone.
Although we're a faith-based organization, we serve everybody. We're here for everyone.
The adults from most of the families served here work in an area where the average annual income is $85,000 a year. Yet these families earn less than $20,000.
The people who come here to Sacred Heart Community Service are known in the sociology texts as the working poor, those who work in those lowest paid jobs. And these are people who are very intent upon making life better for their families.
They often share substandard housing with 2 or 3 other families.
They're renting garages. They're renting one room for a family of 5 within a house. Because of the housing market, they just are cramming together.
By the time they pay for their rent, which often consumes 80 to 100% of their income, that means that food becomes a discretionary item.
In response to that reality, Louise's Pantry offers food to the local community Monday through Friday.
Families come twice a month and they leave with a 3-day supply of groceries.
We're providing the means of about 2 million meals per year for people in need. But it's not enough.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Sacred Heart Community Service volunteers are up doing their rounds of the local supermarkets, collecting groceries that have been left out for those in need. Groceries that mean food on someone's table perhaps later that same day. Next door to Louise's food pantry, Gracie's clothes closet relies solely on generous donations for what will be given to those in need.
Good. This is wonderful. A lot of warm things because we really need that. We have a great reputation of being a terrific place to bring clothing because we don't charge for it. So it goes right from the bags, it gets sorted out, and it goes right on to the hangers. So you know you can take what you need for your family, right, and for your child today. Right?
Over 400 people each day obtain clothes for school or work, or blankets, or other household goods.
We only have 1 blanket per family. When I go home at night and turn on the thermostat or pull up a down comforter, and I think so often about our children who are in unheated garages, maybe sleeping on newspaper, and lacking just that basic of something to keep them warm.
A common request from customers is financial assistance for housing. But before they can receive help, they must first meet certain criteria. They must demonstrate the means to pay their housing on an ongoing basis.
You make roughly $2,000 a month.
Bridging the gap so that they don't become homeless. Our assistance in housing is precisely that, assisting customers when things are really collapsing around them. One day, I was interviewing a customer, Mercedes, who had just lost her husband, and she was telling me, you know, people don't teach you how to be a widow.
I had a real good marriage. When you lose your mate, it's literally half of you. You feel so incomplete. And that's what I shared with Maria.
The money that was going to kick in from his union, Social Security, and everything else, by the time that it got transferred to her, she would lose her home.
How was I going to get my house payment? how was I going to pay our insurance and the car insurance and everything. She says, I'll see what I can do for you. I said, really? And she says, yes, that's what we're here for.
If it wasn't for us, she would have lost her house. She would be on the street, homeless, basically.
Many people come to Sacred Heart Community Service to take advantage of JobLink. In addition to helping customers with the job search process, participants get help with resumes and interviewing techniques. Another way that Sacred Heart Community Service can help people achieve self-sufficiency is through adult education services, all offered free of charge. Over 200 adults a day come for classes such as citizenship classes, English as a second language, parenting, and computer training. While attending classes, parents with small children can bring them to preschool classes of their own.
¿Qué color es eso?
A white dog.
A white dog.
See, like he marked it here?
And for older kids, Sacred Heart Community Service provides after-school homework assistance, as well as academic summer day camp and computer instruction. In some cases, it's simply good, solid support, delivered with dignity, respect, and compassion that helps families reach a state of self-sufficiency. Lucina was one of those helped through Embracing Families.
There's just an innate dignity about her. But when she came to us with this sentence of being browbeaten, and she was indeed.
I don't have no place to go. I don't have no money, no car, no families. And here, my parents are in my country. And I don't, that time I can speak to nobody because probably they laugh about me. But they criticize me. And I feel like my husband told me I am a very bad person. I'm not human. I'm not nothing. And that's why I was shy, afraid, scared to talk to strangers about my life. But what I said, as soon as I came here, these people make me a lady again, a woman, a person. Because they don't laugh at me. They don't criticize me. They just hold my hand and then say, don't worry. Everything got to be okay.
And it took weeks to get the whole story, and it was getting to a point where she could trust me and share her experience. And she had been in an abusive relationship.
I told Kathy, I don't know, but I feel this year got to be my year. I get feelings. I don't know how may I explain, but I guess this year is my year. I get my kids back to me. I have a car, I have a small place to live. I'm free.
She's a new woman, which, you know, it's all her. The thing about Embracing Families is that it's a collaboration, and she's done all the work. I've just been like a silent partner, maybe connecting her to a few resources, but she I don't know if she realizes it, but she's done all the hard work and made all the progress. So that's a neat thing.
An important part of Sacred Heart Community Services' mission is to provide volunteers the opportunity to serve. And over 3,000 volunteers get that opportunity, helping the organization's relatively small staff provide these critically needed services.
You take many things for granted, but when you come to Sacred Heart, you start to open up to people and realize, you know, I'm really privileged to have what I have.
It gives people like me and other people in the community a wonderful opportunity to give something to the community.
This place is like open heart, and they just care so much about everybody here, and they don't judge you at all.
A place of respect, a place where you can come in and there's a friendly face for someone that will say, how can I help you?
A place that people come in looking worried and they leave looking relieved and happy.
Every day, more than 2,000 people come to Sacred Heart Community Service for hope and help. Providing those services requires generous support, including money, the helping hands of volunteers, as well as kind donations of food and clothing.
As long as you have the will within yourself to really get out there and you want to change your situation, they're there and they're going to help you and they're going to give you the tools to help you get out of your situation.
You walk in there and you look around you and you say, oh my God, thank you that you've given me what I have, because there's so many that don't have what I have. And I was very moved. And I was just thanking God that I had the opportunity to go and see that right here in little old San Jose, California, there is such a dire and drastic need.
We welcome your support in helping us assist many more families, helping each person achieve a life of self-sufficiency.